Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby, good to see you. Here we are, middle of the week already. It is Wednesday and we've got a jam-packed day lined up for you actually. Lots coming up over the course of the day today, including a craft along, another back up now and again. But we've got 2 hours of it tonight, live at 5. And the exciting thing in that show is we have got 3 for 2 across a whole host of our pens. The classics are going to be featuring this evening on that show. Might even join in with it actually. And we've also got a back to basics on the stamping mat today. So we're going to preview all of that in this show. Wake up call, so it's a good opportunity to get in nice and early, ask any questions, get those deals before anybody else. And let's say hello to the lady who's the other side of the studio. In for her second day, she did so well yesterday, we thought we'd allow her back to come and have another go. It is the lovely Helen Kirkham. How are you?
Hey everyone, I'm really good. How are you, Ben?
Oh, I am tremendous.
Fabulous. How are all of you?
Yeah, I think we're all good. We'll say a few hellos in just a second. Yeah. Did you get lots of family saying they watched you yesterday and saying how great you were and stuff?
Yes, they did watch a bit of it and they had, they were all nice feedback, which is what's really important. And actually I've had a few messages from people just saying they watched as well and things, and that's really lovely. It's nice to see that people want to tune in, especially when I'm here.
Ah, well that's good, isn't it? Did Mum manage to watch in the end?
She didn't watch, no.
Oh.
She said, to be fair, I asked her and she goes, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to work it out. So she said that because it's on YouTube, when we get home, we'll pop it up on the telly and she'll have a little watch.
Oh, so you're going to watch yourself back?
Well, I'll probably put it on for her and then just leave. Because
Ah.
I was there, I knew what happened.
Exactly right.
So, you know, it's fine. But yeah, no, she'll probably watch a little bit of it back, and that's kind of the good thing about having it on there.
I used to do that back in the day, just like, you know, you do your own like sort of show reviews. When I first started, I used to watch back and see what I could do better. But now, I'm just a hopeless case, so I don't bother.
Well, every single time I've been on TV...
You're supposed to go, no, you're not, you're great. That's what you say.
Oh, I don't like to disagree with people.
Ah, that's not very nice.
No, I'm joking. You're amazing, Ben, and you know.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just saying that every time I've been on TV, I've recorded every single episode. So every single episode from when I first started in 2018 is on our Sky.
Is it really?
Yeah, so I've done like little, I'm not like terrible, I don't sit there and watch myself like just randomly on a Saturday in my PJs.
Here's some Kirkham vintage from 2019.
But yeah, so they're on there, and so when I go back and like want to make like a funny little reel of silly things that have happened or whatever, you can do that. But then obviously now a lot of stuff is on YouTube, so you can just share.
How do you get it off your Skybox?
So you used to be able to record it onto a HDD drive, so a hard drive, but they don't allow you to do that anymore. So I literally just, if I want to use I'm not sure this is probably against the law, but I just film my TV. Just film my TV.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and sometimes you get the little funny line because you know TVs don't like to interact with cameras, but yeah, it's fine.
Oh, there we go.
That's what I do on a Saturday. I don't watch myself, I film myself.
Next time I'm back home in Devon, I'll get on my dad's Skybox because I know he's still got some Moseby vintage from 2012.
Oh, wow!
My first ever show on what was Price Drop TV, holding a mobile phone going, here's the phone.
Oh, bless you.
Yep. And he recorded that, and that's in the box. But anyway, here we are. Let's say a few hellos. We're going to be looking at the Thorn and Bloom in this show, amongst other things. So if you are yet to pick it up, then you can grab it. It's going to be part of the craft along a little bit later on. Jan on the socials for this one. Trudy Bickham says good morning. Hello. Laurie Barnett says, well, Ben and Helen, good morning. And Sweet Imp says, hi all around the globe. We don't shout about that too much. Christine Mahoney says good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Karen Austin says good morning, Ben and Helen from Virginia, USA. And Julie Thorpe says good morning, Ben, Helen, and all the crew from Stonehouse in Gloucestershire.
Hello, everyone.
Keep the hellos coming in. Any questions you've got, any comments you want to throw our way, feel free to get in touch. And as I say, loads of great shows coming up today, including Colour Me Happy later on. Thorn and Bloom, though, that is going to be the craft along a little bit later. So we thought we'd have a quick look at some of the Thorn and Bloom goodies that we've got, including the 12x12 paper pad. If only you'd been here 5 minutes before the start of the show, you would have caught us singing through I Would Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That by Meatloaf. Because this Thorn and Bloom pad if you've not seen it before, reminds us a little bit of that video, reminds us a little bit of Phantom of the Opera for me, Beauty and the Beast. What did you say it reminds you of a little bit?
Twilight, Wuthering Heights.
All those kind of things.
Yeah, sort of. I love the fact that it's got that beautiful, because obviously it's a slightly darker look, but I love that it's got the lighter pinks running through it, because that sort of softens it a bit for me. Yeah,
it's also on this beautiful like linen textured paper, which we've never done before in a 12 by 12 pad. And again, always designed with that intent for you. Leanne talks about that a lot, that it's designed with the intent for you to be able to cut this into different portions. So depending on what kind of like card size you're playing with, you've got the opportunity to cut into this really, really simply. And she described this as, or we did it, but lots of people who are sort of on the fringes of goth also said, yeah, actually, I'm going to be using this for all sorts of different projects.
And can I say, the striped paper very much reminds Christina Ricci all the way.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, some beautiful designs on here, and again, I love this one with like sort of like the cracked paint, and you've got like the church windows in there too. There's plenty of opportunity for you to be able to snip into this. And then on the B side, of course, you have got those more sort of block patterns for you to be working with. What's very different about this pad also, which you will know if you were with us on the launch show, is that for the first time ever, we have included your linen cardstock in the back. Normally we do this as a 12 as a A4, but we've included your 10 sheets of linen cardstock in the back in 12 by 12 with all the colours that will match perfectly with the colours in your paper pad. Only available, I've been told, this one now in the UK. $18.39 is your platinum price on this if you want to stock up and grab it. And we'll quickly whiz through all of the individuals that you can grab. So let's have a look at these then. Sending Blooms is the first one. This is all of your stamps. Beautiful fonts on these as well, actually. Got a very sort of like storybook feel to this, like the kind of font you'd see on like the start of like a Disney storybook, if you know what I mean.
Totally. And I love the fact that you've got like the little flecks and things like that, so you can add more to it. And I always think it's nice to see a stamp set that, although like you say, it does feel sort of the beginning of those books they open in Disney movies, but I also feel like you've got several different fonts here, and sometimes you want that, maybe you want a bit more of a playful one. So I think the Always and Forever is a bit more playful than, say, the With Thanks, which feels a bit more gothic to me.
Yeah, just for you, best wishes, with love, happy birthday, sending blooms your way. So lots of nice sentiments for all sorts of different occasions. £5.59 or $7.16 if you are in the US and you're platinum. Next up, it is in order. Have you put these in order for me, producer Johnny? What a guy. What a guy. This is the embossing folder, beautiful damask, and I feel again that this is one of those embossing folders that you can actually use across like multiple collections. It's not just exclusive to this one, right?
No, I totally agree. Depending on, change the colorways, maybe change some of the effects that you're adding, add some inks to it, and you could totally mix and match. This reminds me of the wallpaper from the Haunted Mansion. The damask look on that. If you've ever been to the Haunted Mansion, this is really similar to that. So, but I love the fact that you could also, if you look at it, there's elements that you could snip about. So like get a circular die and maybe just take the center out, and it kind of changes the look completely.
$3.99 or $5.56 if you want to pop that one into your basket. Next up, I'm going at pace here because I'm feeling confident that you've put them in order. Statement Rose, and again, this is just one of those dies that you need just to get into your collection, because that Statement Rose you can use for all sorts of different occasions. That screams to be paper piece, doesn't it, I think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the fact that you've got those larger spaces, and of course if you send, because you get two dies with it, if you send the inside die separately, you don't even need to think about it because it will do the paper piecing almost for you. But I love the fact that, again, changing the colorways of this could make it sort of Valentine's Day. It could also be very wedding-esque. And then also it's nice to just put a floral element if you just want to send someone a little wish to say you're thinking of them. So it's a really, really great way. And the fact that you get those two dies, so you get the outside edge as well, means that you can create the background too.
$4.79 or $6.36 if you're platinum. We've then got your rose candles. These again, I think, so useful. Team these up with the Christmas by Candlelight collection that we did. They work really nicely. And actually, again, once you look at that sort of close up, the only kind of thing that's sort of slightly sort of gothicy about that, I think, is that web there. But you could probably like trim that out if you wanted to. It's just a lovely, lovely stamp and die set. at $7.99 or $10.36. Next up is Seal's favourite, Kiss by a Rose. Wasted. £7.99.
So if you're doing colouring, alcohol marker, if you're sort of nervous about shading and things, you've got a lot of detail to play with. But I also love that, again, you know, you can change the colourways, so you can make it more personalised to the person you're sending it to, make her blonde, make her redhead, whatever you kind of want to do. It's really beautiful. And I think also this steps away from this collection too, if you want it to, because I think that would be a really nice image to put on like a Sweet 16 card or something like that. And can I say, Kiss by a Rose was released twice. Did you know that by Seal?
Was it?
It was released once when he released it, and then released once when it was for Batman.
Batman.
Forever, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
But yeah, I really love that image. Anyway.
I'm Batman. What? What's that from? Sorry. Oh, Johnny's just quoting something in my ear. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't remember that bit. Anyway. Anyway, back. You can't hear the conversation I'm having, so let's move on. Window of Blooms display. Press the red button and you'll be able to get all of the gallery talk back. It's something that we're bringing. Let us know if you do want that, and we'll bring that to you. You don't want it. You really don't want it. I'll just turn him down. There we go. Turn him down. I didn't really. Or did I? Right, so this again, a beautiful folder that's going to allow you. Well, actually, it's a selection of dies, this. And it's quite nice that if you use them all together, you get the beautiful rose frame and you get the beautiful window. But actually, if you just want this frame on its own, you can have that. If you just want the window on its own, you can have that. There's lots of different ways to be able to use this, isn't there?
Yeah, and I love the fact that, so in my craft along, what I've actually done is taken the centrepiece of the window and connected it with the embossing folder. So again, don't think that you have to always use elements, either the candles or the lady behind that window, and, you know, kind of do some, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the word, like a nice aesthetic of them behind the window. That would be really nice. And of course, that is held in place because the die is not complete, so it is held in place, so you can't open it and shut it. But just a little pair of scissors and you could snip that out and put that at different places as well.
And actually, if you're just using the window, you can create your own scene behind it, can't you? So it could be a window for like a haunted house, could be a window with a Christmas scene, whatever you want it to be. That would be
really nice with a Christmas scene, like a chimney in the background. Yeah, like a chimney behind a breast in the background. That'd be nice.
I think it's 5 dies in total that you get in that set for $13.59 or $15.96. Next is your Midnight Rose filigree, so really cute little edgeable there. I really like that. You know, if you said to me in the first place, like spider's webs with flowers, would that really work? I couldn't really picture it, but that's a really very different kind of die, isn't it, that one?
Yeah, it's very unusual. And I like the fact that you could do like an edge on a card. I think that sometimes we kind of stick with your 6-day, but you could definitely do the glossy enhancement type thing that next thing you're going to show.
This is the vellum lace washi tape. Very different, again, to anything that we've done before. When I first saw this, I just thought this was like a board with like die cuts or something on. But you actually get 2 5-metre rolls. Classic, so give us a little colour. $7.99, $10.36, and then you've also got your velvet ribbon. Again, I want to say for the first time in the collection, we brought your velvet ribbon, wascally wabbits. Velvet ribbon, you've got your 3 colours there, and you're getting 1 metre in length of all of those 3 colours. £3.19 if you're platinum, or $4.76. A few quicker loads of people watching, which is great. We've got Tracy in, we have got Sweet Imp who says hi all around the world. Kirsty D joins us. Hi to Rosalind Russell. Ash Cambo's in. Jane Sadowski from Wisconsin, and Colleen joins us. Saying hello Ben and Helen, happy hump day from Florida. Apologies if you are experiencing a little bit of freezing going on. Someone's fed the gremlins again, so we've got the IT guys busy with their, what do IT guys have, like hammers and spanners and stuff? I don't know. They're doing what IT guys do, like bashing things and pulling out leads and plugging them back in, and Control-Alt-Delete, all that kind of stuff. So apologies if you are seeing some freezing. That was me mucking about. Next up, black glitter, $5.59 or $7.16. Shall I tip this out or not? Oh, I won't tip it out then. It's just a beautiful pot of black glitter, 50 grams. We can't do any close. Oh, you can. which will be 3 o'clock Eastern, midday Pacific. Where's that all come from? 3 classes. And the great thing is, if you've just picked 14th, if you can't join it live, it will still be there for you to come back to at any time. You know, and even if you do join it live, you can still then come back in a week, a month's time, a year's time, and redo those classes. So £30 to enjoy that class, or $39. Violet Hastings joins us. Karen Austin is in. Lalita joins us from Oakland. And Violet Hastings says that window would be great to put a bride photo behind. Who fed the gremlin, says Doreen. Wasn't me. Was that you? D. Shah says hello from Kenya. Hello, Kenya. And Karen says, I'm looking forward to the class of this collection. I bought this at launch and ordered so fast to get it that I didn't even realise about the class. That was the best surprise. Glad to see the class can be purchased too. It is like a mini craftaganza. We'll have a look at some finished samples with this project. What you got, Helen?
So this one is with that beautiful embossing product. And actually, this is kind of plays into the idea of what I was saying yesterday, where sometimes we don't use embossing folders as the sort of showstopper, the front piece. I love this. I think this is a beautiful card, and just a little bit of gilding wax on there, as you can see. Let's just pick that up.
That is beautiful.
That looks really stunning. And again, easily, so you've got that from a bridal collection or something like that. And then this one I really like, bringing in all the elements. Oh, I think this is an easel card. Oh, it is. Look at that.
Oh, ta-da.
That is stunning. And so actually that's a lot of the elements. We've got the background papers, we've got that gorgeous frame there. But again, like I was saying, snipping out the detailed window and just keeping that there. And then Our Lady here, really pretty, using some of this as just an extra detail, and then a little bit of colour on that washi tape. Oh, I love this one. I love a card that goes like a hexagon, really nice. And again, I love the fact that being able to snip into it so you're getting what you want from it. And you could easily, like, say you did cut this, and then you had that as waste because you didn't want to use it for that or something like that. And then again, we bring that embossing folder in, but we've got that edge just so, I mean, obviously we've got the roses as the colour, but we've got more of a sort of goldy coloured window, really pretty. Oh, I love this one. Very feels. I know. Well, the thing is, you look at, like, I always think when you look at a collection, you have an idea in your head, and then when you see what other people have created, you're like, oh, I never would have thought to do that. That's really clever. So this, to me, feels very sort of mixed media. We've got a really sort of several layers to the window here, so it gives it almost a sort of grey board look. Really clever, and I love using a little bit of parchment with the embossed, heat embossed stamp. Sorry, couldn't get my words out. And then it's we've got this. Like, that's cool too. Gosh, that's a really big card. That's lovely. And again, we've been using the ribbon through it. Can I just say, sometimes when you get a collection, the ribbon isn't all that. This ribbon is so like high quality. Like, take it out of crafting, I'd wear it in my hair. It's that kind of, do you know what I mean? Like, it's such great quality. And then again, just putting a little bit darker behind there brings that image. Oh, that's actually like a metallic card. Oh, love it. And then this is what I was saying, let's bring the other lady in, because I think her hair was a sort of greyer colour. Again, just shows you that you can use that flat image, different coloured hair, change up the skin tone. We've got different skin tone coloured pens in the Classique collections that you'll see later, so you can use that. But also I love the fact that we've got all this detail on the hair and everything, and so you're not worrying about where the shade is going because the artist has created that shade already for you. You just follow it with your pens. And then using a little bit of sort of paper piecing behind that, gives it a different look again. This is such a gorgeous collection because I think it's sort of, you feel like the paper pads kind of are slightly on the darker side, but then when you bring the other elements in, you've got those lighter colours that kind of changes it up. And I actually think this would be a really nice card for like a wedding card or something, because it's really pretty, very unique.
Remember in this collection and all that snippability that you've got within this, if it is a collection that you've already bought, absolutely worth jumping in and grabbing another one of the 12 by 12 pads if budgets allow. £18.39, $22.36 is your platinum price on that. Son, who says, good morning everyone from Central Flora. I hope everyone is having a great day. Keep the comments coming through. Any questions you've got for us, fire those in, but we're going to have a look at a little demo with Helen right now. What are you going to make?
Okay, so firstly I just want to say hello to everybody that said hello over there, just because I don't want to be rude. But also I thought I'd make a column card. So what I'll do is I'll cut out some elements and then I'll just tell you how I put that shape card together. You get the inside part of the die and then you get the outside that you're going to cut. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to cut the outside edge, and then I'm going to put the other one inside, and I'm going to cut a secondary rose using the inside also. So we'll just take some white, our Gemini 2, but these are smaller dies as well, so they'll probably go through
the MIDI.
I'm not sure if they'll go through the tiny one that you guys
They go through the MIDI though, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's about small.
Are you more of an electronic machine user, or do you like...
I would prefer, because I get a bit of arm ache sometimes if I overuse a cranking. Use that to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in with another piece of white card. So I've got my sort of outside edge, if you will, and then I'm going to bring in the detail part of the die, pop that on, and then I'm going to lay that over the top, and what you'll see is you then get the detail part. And I just want to make sure that this is sort of as central as I can get it. Don't panic too much, it's not the end of the world if you get a little bit more lip on one side. I always think don't sort of stress about things, but just a bit of tape can hold that in place for you if you worry about that. Oh, actually...
And well done to Sarah, says waiting for my collection to arrive, but I have grabbed markers since there's a 3 for 2. Yeah, 3 for 2 on your pens today. And Christine Duffy says hi to Ben and Helen. Lovely to see you, Helen. You are very talented, says Christine Duffy.
Oh, thank you. That's so
nice.
kind. So what we've done, we've sent that die through the die cutting machine, and you'll see that you get the detail part. So let's just take that off. There we go. And there it comes out very easily, a couple of little bits held in place, but there you have your detail die. So those two dies are going to create the detail and then the outside edge as well.
Yeah.
So we'll just pop that to one side, pop that in the bin. And then what I'm going to do, I like the white, but I just want to bring in a little bit of pink ink here, and we're going to add a little bit of detail to the outside edge. So I'm just using a little dauber. And just coming in from the sides to add that little bit of detail. Just kind of takes away some of that sort of stark white.
Like the harshness, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, and you can go in as deep as you want. You could even do like a paler colour on the inside and then maybe come on with a little bit of a darker one on the outside, because you will see most of it through the detail part of the die. So once I'm happy with that, which looks kind of cool, but I can always layer it over and add more ink if I feel that it's necessary. I just want to wipe that ink away so I don't get it all over my hands. There we go. Right, and then what we're going to do, you can see that we've got our die that just goes over, and having that white just brings a little bit of the pink, but then just to take it even further, what I've done is I've done it out of pink as well, and I'm going to do like a little bit of a drop shadow. So I'm going to angle it just slightly to the left. And again, we're going to bring in the most amazing tape pen that I love.
It's magic.
This has just made my life so much easier. I love it.
I'll do it again. You're a wizard, Helen.
It's amazing. It's incredible. So let's put a little bit more there. And a little bit in the middle. There we go. The dotty pen is amazing because we don't have to worry about getting splodgy bits in between our rows. So I'm just going to layer that down. So I'm just going to hold it up slightly so I can give it a bit of an angle. Ooh, which way do I want to go? That's as you explained to me yesterday, that is the one that you can put it back in, you know.
Oh yeah, the refillable one.
Refillable, thank you, that's the word I was looking for.
I think it was last.
And there we have, oh look, a little bit there. Let me just pop a little bit more of that in there. Hold it in place. Oh, is it not, it's not gone until, hang on, sorry. Come on, we need more. There we go, see I'm hitting more of the bits this time. And so we'll just layer that on top. And there we have, it's kind of cute, nice little row. So we'll put that to one side and we'll start with the rest of our card. Now what I've done already is I've used our embossing folder and just chopped it down. Again, another thing to think about when it comes to embossing folders is you don't have to use the whole piece if you don't want to. You can absolutely stip into it. But what I'm going to do before I do that is I've just got a little sanding block. And because this card has got a white core, if you just take a sanding block to your embossing folder, you'll see that it kind of draws that image a little bit close to the front of the embossing black card that you get in the paper pad as well. I love the fact that you're getting sort of those solid colours in the paper pad as well, because I mean I always think it's nice to have them to matte and layer. I'm a fan of matting our card, but before I do that, so I've got some of that gorgeous paper, again some of the black to matte and layer, and some of the pink, but this is my column card, so just to explain it quickly how I did it. This is just a piece of white card, 11 by 6 inches.
Yeah.
And then you score at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 3/4, and 5. And that creates your column card.
Cute.
Okay, it's not coated, so if you wanted to stamp on it, if you wanted to ink through some of your stencils and things like that, you could add more to this if you wanted to, which I think is really nice.
I must say hi to Leslie, who's joined us. Leslie Bowden from Cornwall says, what a lovely surprise to see Helen. A very woke you up. And for what reason? Was it food or was it need to go out? And Christine says, cannot wait for all my items to arrive. Looking forward to playing with all the new items, including this whole collection. It is a stunning collection. It flew out of the door when we launched it on Crafters TV. A lot of people jumped in and grabbed this. And good morning, Mary Beth Doyle, who says, good morning, everyone from Minnesota. Hi to Ben and Helen.
Hello.
All of our lovely viewers in today, all the regulars. Nice to have you all with us.
Oh, that's really nice.
Let us know if you're new today as well. Let us know if Helen Kirkham brought you here as well. Any Kirkham fans in the house? Give us a Kirkhamites.
That's funny. Kirkhamites, love it. Come on. There we go. So I'm just going to put, this is just a basic die I had over here, and I'm just going to place the rose on that. And then pop it on here. Actually, I probably should have put the glue on behind, but where there's a will, there's a way. We'll just push really hard. And then I just pop that in there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to create the column here. So we're going to pop some tape. This is just some red liner tape. We're just going to pop that on there. I always say you can absolutely use any regular adhesive to hold it down, but using some red liner tape just because it's a bit movable makes it a bit easier. Although I must say I have a love-hate relationship with red liner tape.
Same. You have to make sure it's burnished down, and then you get the bits.
So it goes slightly darker when you've burnished it down. If you see that it goes from a sort of cream coloured to a more red colour. But I still think even when you do that, you do all the things you're supposed to. It still wants to play and not do it correctly.
And then you get the backing stuck on your clothes.
Yeah, but do you know what I do?
Yeah.
Is I put a bit of red liner tape on my desk, like a circle. No, this is much smaller.
We've got 3, 6, and 12, haven't we? So
Hey,
Alexis
hello.
P. I love that. How did you find us?
Welcome.
Welcome along. Are you here because of Helen, or did you just randomly stumble across us? Let us know. Any more newbies, give us a shout and we'll give you a shout out on the show.
Shout out.
Shout out, mate.
And then I'm just taking some of that pink to kind of join with the pink that we've got on our, I didn't do it straight, on our flower, just to kind of join those together. And again, if you wanted to, you could ink up the corners of these, make it a bit deeper in colour. And then finally, I'm just going to pick one of the stamps and we'll stamp out a sentiment. What should we say?
Oh,
with thanks, just for you?
Just for you, maybe?
Yeah.
Best wishes?
Yeah, come on then, let's go with that. Just for you. Right, where's my little stamper? Here we go. So I'll just pop that on. It's obviously a very large piece of card. I'm just going to cut it down once I've stamped off. I do that most of the time. I'm not one of those people that can stamp it first, cut it first, because I always then go off on the edge or whatever.
That platform's in stock as well. We've got that on Colour Me Happy tonight. Loads of stamping stuff on the show, actually. Stamp and die sets. We've got the cleaning station and solution, rocker blocks, stamping platforms, quick dry inks.
I love as well, they've all got a different place in your craft room.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, that's pretty. So let's just pop that down there, take that up, and I'll just bring my guillotine in to cut that into place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
There's our guillotine, which is in stock.
Yeah, this is the smaller one. So I'm just going to, what I always do, you don't have to do it like this, but I kind of use the edge of the finger protector to line up where I want to cut, so you get a little bit of white round it. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Because actually the paper at the back kind of works as a matten layer. And then take some of that ribbon.
Lots of love coming through for this project.
Thank you so much, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, I will be honest with you all, I am useless at tying a bow.
Oh.
Absolutely, never can get it to sit right. I do the.
Let us be the judge of that.
Well, well, this is kind of where I'm going. I'm not going to. I'm just going to do a knot.
Oh.
But you want me to try a bow and show you how bad I am?
You can do it.
Because what people always say, I've heard people say that like you should do it back to front, you should do it side to side. I mean, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad. It's not brilliant, let's be honest. We can't all be wonderful at everything.
Exactly right. I reckon that's all right. If you hadn't said you weren't good at tying bows and then you just tied that, I wouldn't have gone, God, what's Helen done there?
And what you could do if you wanted to, it's completely up to you, but you could always put a little bit of the thinner red liner tape at the top and bottom so it would hold your ribbon in place. But I'm not too bothered.
That is gorge.
Thank you.
Brilliant. A great demo using lots of different elements from this collection. I must apologise. We've got lots of freezing, I know, haven't we, and pausing and stuff like that. So I know the team are trying to do the most that they can. Apparently we've got some issues going though. Just have to bear with us. Love the card, says Ash. We're going to have a quick break. Whilst we do that, opportunity for you to get your bits and pieces checked out. When we come back, we'll have a look at some of the classics that we've got. Because we've got actually the 12 packs of classics, and then very handily we've got those 6 packs which are done in like colour families for you. So if you're more used to using tri-blands and then you want to kind of move on to the classics, those are the sets that you'll go for because it will sort of sit in your mind easier as to how you'll use them together. So we'll talk more around about those and we'll come back in about 4 or 5 minutes time.
The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing.
The inspiration, the products to make our own and make it our own.
I get so much inspiration